successful surgery. Looks like what they're saying, 9 to 12 months, most likely, a recovery time on him. Anderson Silva, who suffered a very, very similar gruesome injury, the UFC fighter, sent him a message and said, you'll come back stronger than ever. And, hey, Anderson Silva's coming back to fight, you know? I mean, that's a long road back. So, but definitely thoughts to Paul George there. That was ugly. I wanted to talk about that, and it just continues to show the flipping upside down of the Eastern Conference there. And talking about more of that, Wiggins, we alluded to it earlier. About a week ago, I think, was the first time somebody sent me a picture of the discontinued Andrew Wiggins jersey on the NBA.com and Cavs.com. Go to order it, and it says this item has been discontinued, the number 21 Wiggins jersey. And because, I see Charles with a little bit of an explanation there. And as far as I see what he's saying, as far as if the thing had been further back. But here's my point on that wasn't that. It was that they were arguing inches. Talking about where the stanchion was. Was it 4 feet away or was it 3.99 feet away? You know what I mean? Like, that was the thing. I'm like, okay, but I'm with you there as far as that argument can be made. But getting back to it, Wiggins jersey pulled, which is a clear sign that they don't want to sell jerseys that they're going to have to give refunds for. So you can take that for what you want. And Wiggins even did an interview over the weekend, said, look, man, I just want to end up where somebody wants me. I wanted to be in Cleveland, or do I want to be in wherever you want me to play? That's where I want to go. And it's got to suck for him. I mean, it's a business, and he's learning that right now. I guess better to learn it now than later, but he's learning that it's a business. But yeah, it's got to kind of suck to go, man, I'm number one pick in the draft, but they may not want me, you know? They may, I don't know. Nobody wants to give me I got a jersey, but now they won't sell it. No, I don't know what's going on. I told my dad to go buy it, but they won't let him. And no, but clearly that because of all that. And then you saw Taylor, the owner, Glenn Taylor, came out and said from the Timberwolves, it's a done deal. He said, it's not because we want to trade Kevin, it's because this is what Kevin wants. We expect the deal to be done on August 23rd or 24th. August 23rd is the day the 30 days expires on Andrew Wiggins' contract, and it's the first day that he can be legally dealt in a trade. So do the math. It all seems to add up to, unless somehow in the next 3 weeks, Kevin Love decides that he loves the Minnesota Timberwolves and wants to stay, or somehow the Minnesota Timberwolves decide, we don't want Wiggins after all. Other than that, I'm thinking the deal is in place with the parameters that we've described before. Kevin Love, Anthony Bennett, number one draft pick for a player, could be one of several players with those high contracts that they wanted to try to include in the deal, and Kevin Love coming over and potentially going to be a 3-team deal so that Thaddeus Young can then be ushered over to perhaps the T-Wolves. I know that's somebody that they've talked about in a separate deal going to get to replace Love anyway, but Philadelphia, they're interested in Waiters, so maybe, and I got to tell you, speaking of Waiters, I saw he tweeted out this morning a quote of his. See, people don't tweet out the good stuff, man, about Dion Waiters talking about how he's diving into watching film of LeBron and Dwayne Wade and watching how Dwayne Wade played with LeBron when they were at their most successful, and watching film of him and Kyrie and how they can improve upon playing on the court at the same time together. Nobody wants to make a big story about Dion Waiters watching film to get better because he's, excited to be a Cleveland Cavalier. We only want to make stories about him tweeting out no when asked if he is happy with being a backup. That's if we're not all, you know what? I mean, I'm not even going to say, nobody, there's other stories that you could bring up with people in similar situations and they don't get flamed for it, but Dion Waiters does. It's because from the beginning, and he did have attitude issues when he first came in. It just goes to show you sometimes that, the old saying, first impressions. I mean, that first rap that you get, it's hard to shake. And he got the rap of having a little bit of an attitude and being a bit of a problem. Whether that was true or not, it's kind of stuck with him. So now people, I think, assume the worst, but I love it because there's no stories. Nobody's making a big news cycle headline out of the fact that Dion Waiters is watching tape because he wants to learn how to play better with Kyrie and LeBron and how to help the Cavs win. But so I'm going to make a news story out of it and tell you guys about it right here. All of that circling around the Cavs here. And like we said, sooner rather than later, August 23rd is the key date, 19 days from now, when that trade can be consummated, and we will find out. I talked about Paul George. Hey, even though I didn't watch a ton of the Bills and the Giants, I mean, I watched most of the first half and then kind of trailed off from there. But you notice David Wilson, he's toast. They're saying now he may not play again. I mean, with the neck issues he's already got, he has the burning sensation. They've pulled him, and they say it may be career-threatening. But I noticed I know Rashad Jennings got the first couple of reps, but man, Andre Williams, if you guys know, that dude seems like he's got a little bit of go-get-him at running back for the Giants. And I'll tell you, that may be... I watched the Giants on that second drive that they had, march down and practically just run the ball the entire way down the field. And getting to what Dan had asked earlier about Buffalo, that was the one thing I noticed is when it was starter versus starter, Buffalo defense got that turnover, so they were still kind of aggressive. But, man, other than that, they got ground up. The Giants' offense just marched down the field on them and just ran in chunks. They were just getting gashes through that offensive line. So either the Giants' offensive line is really, really strong this year, or the Bills' defense is not going to be able to stop anybody. They might run around and create some turnovers, but they're going to get gashed up the middle. So maybe that's good. Remember, not that I ever try to cheer for another team's failure, but the less the Bills do this year, the better that draft pick is for the Browns. So I'm not going to be rooting for too many Buffalo victories this year. I'm just going to let you know, those of you that listen in Buffalo, nothing personal, but your failure this year directly affects the success of the Browns. So therefore, you got to go down. But that was something I noticed. I don't know what you guys thought. Do you think the Giants are just that good? Is their running attack going to be nasty this year? Or was that the Bills' defense? But I did notice that. I said, man, this Andre Williams, man, he's going to come out of nowhere. He may grab this job. It's a lot like West and Tate. A lot of, over there, they're looking at Jennings. That's the guy that they signed. But just like that, I think Williams, much like Terrence West, by the time, maybe not by the time training camp's over, although, who knows. But by the time this season's all said and done, I think he's the main threat running back, barring injury, for the Giants there. That was a little something I took out of that. Just wanted to bring that up. All right, guys. Hey, tonight, you know what? You know what you take out of Progressive Field? Watching Corey Kluber take the mound. And that's good enough for me, baby, as the Indians look to continue. They got heated up against the Rangers. Now you got the Reds. Can you keep it going? 4 games here. 2 teams playing just around 500 and looking to recharge their wild card or their playoff run. Corey, it's going to be good matchups all the way around, as we kind of alluded to earlier on in the show. And it starts tonight. So Indians fans, get out there. Tomorrow, you get you a little bit of duct tape at the game. You can't beat that one. Duct tape game. I love it, man. I'm telling you. I know you can buy it from the store, but I want to go get me a roll just to have that as I think that's one of the I don't know, just off-the-wall promotional items. I mean, everybody gets hats and pennants. And, well, no, they don't even do too much of that stuff anymore. I don't know if they still have Pennant Day, but they don't do like the really cool ones, obviously, like Glove Day and Bat Day and those. I think it's probably cost prohibitive now, but Duct Tape Day, man, I'm telling you, I think there's something to be said. I was there the day they gave away. I'm joking, the roll of duct tape, but anyways, so it's today and tomorrow. It's Corey Kluber tonight against Alfredo Simon. Tomorrow, Josh Tomlin and Johnny Cueto, Dollar Dog and Duct Tape Night, baby. We'll talk about Kluber Lang tomorrow. Tonight, you guys, enjoy the baseball game. Enjoy the weather as we're rolling through month of August. Next thing you know, man, yeah, September's going to be here for football. September weather is going to be here, too. So enjoy it while you got it. Come back and talk to us tomorrow, live, same bad time, same bad channel, here at noon, right here on the Sports Fix. We love you, Cleveland. We'll see you tomorrow.
Cleveland, you know that I'm from long nights, cold weather, it ain't nothing pretty. So much hate up in this itty bitty city. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Put your hands up in the air, everybody say yeah, yeah, yeah.